Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to read an informational text where we learn a little bit about some animal facts. This is a super interesting book, and I hope that you enjoy it just as much as I do. So the title is What Do You Do with a Tail Like This? Now, what's interesting about this story, you'll see that there's this silver patch on it, and this is a Caldecott Honor Book. So that means this book won an award because of how well it was written. So that means it's going to be really good. So what do you do with a tail like this? Animals use their noses, ears, tails, eyes, mouth, and feet in very different ways. See if you can guess which animal each part belongs to and how it is used. At the back of the book, you can find out more about these animals. All right, here's your first picture. What do you do with a nose like this? What animals do you see? Some of them are easy to guess and some of them are not. Let's see. So this is a platypus. If you're a platypus, you use your nose to dig in the mud. So that's the platypus's nose. If you're a hyena, you find your next meal with your nose. Here's a hyena. If you've ever watched The Lion King, then you'll recognize a hyena. If you're an elephant, you use your nose to give yourself a bath. Here's our elephant. If you're a mole, you use your nose to find your way underground. This is the nose I didn't know. I didn't know that was a mole. If you're an alligator, you breathe through your nose while hiding underwater. Alligators are the worst. Do you do with ears like these? All right, here's the next batch of animals and their ears. Some of them I know. Maybe one or two of them I'm not sure about. If you're a jackrabbit, you use your ears to keep cool. If you're a bat, you see with your ears. If you're a hippopotamus, you close your ears when you're underwater. If you're a cricket, you hear with your ears that are on your knees. What? Crickets have ears on their knees. Very weird. That fact just blows my mind. If you're a humpback whale, you hear sounds hundreds of miles away. I don't think I would want to be a humpback whale if that was the case. I feel like you would hear a lot of things you didn't really want to hear. What do you do with a tail like this? So here are the tails. Some of them I know and some of them I don't. If you're a giraffe, you brush off pesky flies with your tail. If you're a skunk, you lift your tail to warn that a stinky spray is on its way. If you're a lizard, your tail breaks off to get away. Interesting story about that. My dog Tommy, here's Tommy, and here she is. So she likes to chase lizards, but she's not very smart. She's not a very intellectually savvy dog. So when she gets a lizard and their tail falls off, she stays with the tail instead of following the lizard that is able to get away and run away. But that's what their tails are designed for. So if something's chasing them, the thing that's chasing them stays with their tail. And when their tail breaks off, it still wiggles. Oh, it's so gross. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen coming from Minnesota. Oh, nasty. But it does save their lives. So I get why they do that. All right. If you're a scorpion, your tail can give a nasty sting. If you're a monkey, you hang from a tree by your tail. What do you do with eyes like these? If you're an eagle, you spot tiny animals from high in the air. If you're an alien, you look two ways at once. If you're a four-eyed fish, you look above and below the water at the same time. If you're a bush baby, you use your large eyes to see clearly at night. If you're a horned lizard, you squirt blood out of your eyes. What? Horned lizards squirt blood out of their eyes. Ah, but I do think that the bush babies, oh my gosh, they're so cute. So cute. What do you do with feet like these? If you're a chimpanzee, you feed yourself with your feet. If you're a blue-footed bobby, I think it's a blue-footed booby, you do a dance. It's a bird. If you're a water strider, you walk on water. Ooh, very cool. If you're a gecko, you use your sticky feet to walk on the ceiling. If you're a mountain goat, you leap from ledge to ledge. I saw a mountain goat in South Dakota before at Mount Rushmore. I'll have to find a book about Mount Rushmore so you can learn about that very cool place. It's amazing if you ever get to go there. What do you do with a mouth like this? If you're a pelican, you use your mouth as a net to scoop up fish. If you're a mosquito, you use your mouth to suck blood. If you're an egg-eating snake, you use your mouth to swallow eggs larger than your head. If you're an anteater, you capture termites with your long tongue. If you're an archer fish, you catch insects by shooting them down with a stream of water. Animals are just amazing. I don't think you can learn everything about all the animals in the world. Now, the cool thing about this book is after you're done reading it, if you're interested in one of the animals that you read about, they have some notes at the end where they go into detail about the animals. So one of the animals that I found extremely interesting in a gross way, so interesting, but because it grossed me out, was the horned lizard. So the horned lizard is often called a horny toad, and it lives in the American Southwest. It is small, 3 to 5 inches in length, and covered with sharp spikes. Oh, good. So the blood coming out of their eyes, if that's not enough, they're spiky too. The lizard feeds on ants and other insects and protects itself in an unusual way. If it's threatened, it first tries holding very still. If that doesn't work, it puffs itself up with air to make itself look bigger. If it still feels threatened after that, it will squirt a stream of blood out of the corner of its eyes. And this confuses the attacker, and that gives the lizard time to get away. Weird, 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 weird. All right, so that was the story. What do you do with a tail like this?